Sam.
Cam.
Salmon Cam.
Okay.
So, we beat Anti-Aqua. Now, we're continuing to remind. Pay attention to this cutscene, because it does explain something. Perhaps not satisfactorily, but it does explain something that a lot of people got really confused about.
Okay.
Tara!
Ven!
Tara! We found you!
Tara, please say you're in there.
What gives, Aqua?
I know that you're not him. Now let our friend go!
Oh, he's in Tara's heart.
No?
Oh no, he's in his own heart.
Did I pass through the tear?
Okay, pause it. So again, that's not really an explanation, but basically, Sora didn't change the events of history. Everyone dying did happen. He just did a reset button. And if you look at the timeline, then it just looks like basically what they're saying, like what Charity was saying was he caused a tear in the fabric of reality, was he didn't erase those events from happening. He just made it so that they don't die. And then they go through it again. So that's why it looks like for a while there, it looks like the same exact cutscene is happening. Almost as if he did rewind time. Like, he did rewind time, but, like, not, like, perfectly. So it's like the opposite of a time loop. Instead, it's a time where time cannot, like, reconcile the events. And that's the sin that Sora did.
So
yeah.
he created a contradiction, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it is.
Like
it's
they died, but also didn't.
Yeah, they died, and then suddenly they're back, and the events start playing out again. And Terra Nort is alive again because the stuff didn't happen, but it did. And that sounds confusing, but the point is that it doesn't make sense, and that is what Sora did badly.
Sora accidentally did a King Crimson. It just works.
Pretty much, and that's why the universe is mad at him. All right, let's continue.
Sora?
What a fuck up.
Naminé?
Naminé's gonna tell him he fucked up.
What are you doing here? Have you lost yourself, like I did?
Well, it's a long story. But tell me, why haven't you returned to Kairi's heart yet?
He's playing out again. But you may remember how things played out differently this time.
He is their 13th.
Today is the day you all lose.
What?
Before you even face the 13.
I hate how she said that. That was a terrible line delivery.
Torn heart from body. But fear not.
There was too much of a delay, I
The
think.
Keyblade will still be forged.
Because I'm still not able to. But I'm calling out to Terra's heart, and I brought him here.
Terra?
No, Terra's heart. is too steeped in darkness. Instead, I've brought out Terra's most personal and powerful thoughts. This is Terra's sadness, anger, lament.
Oh, right, yes. She summoned Lingering
Terra's
Will.
thoughts?
Yeah, so pause it. If you remember, in the final world, you can find Namine's heart, and she said that she spoke to Terra.
Yes,
So
I remember
basically,
that.
not only did Sora bring everyone back, him talking to Namine caused her to do what you're seeing right now.
Yeah, which is the summoning Lingering Will part, and that was super
Yeah.
Kino.
Yeah. So basically, this explains why Lingering Will is here now, but he wasn't here before.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're not gonna lose to you.
Okay, so it seems like the beginning of ReMind is just explaining a lot of shit that happened at the end of KH3,
Yeah.
with some boss fights in between.
There were some scenes in, what's it called? The final mixes that were there just to explain the base game, so.
That makes sense, yeah.
Who are you?
Got you, Xehanort.
Which is part of why I think it's funny when people still say they get confused. Like, the game takes ample time to explain everything for
Terra?
you.
This is impossible.
You just have to, think about it.
How I
Yeah. It's just
this
not
moment.
brain dead. It's not something you might get immediately, but,
Just take a second. Like when you're reading a book. Come on.
yeah, really.
If you think this game is complicated, wait till you read a book.
Love that fucking Lingering Will's theme is playing right now. This is so hype.
Rage Awakened is what it's called.
Which is pretty
And he's using all the moves that he used in the fight. This would not hit as hard if he didn't fight him in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, it is so good. Like, I mean, I've already seen the cutscene, so I know what happens, but it's just
And
so
now you
cool.
know. Now you get to see what happened to Lingering Will.
Oh. So this is new now.
Yep. Here's new content. Because remember, they just left in the base game.
That's true, yeah.
Wretched spirit.
As long as Master Xehanort resides within you, you're a threat to Aqua and Ven.
How noble. You would give your life for theirs?
Yeah,
You must be
he's saying,
removed from existence.
are you going to kill yourself,
At all
huh?
costs.
Yeah, stop hitting yourself. God, this series.
Namine, can you call out to Terra?
No, his rage is too strong. He won't respond to me.
No matter who gets hurt, it's bad for Terra. Either way, you have to leave. Go to the world of ocean and sky.
And you?
I got this.
Oh wait, is this what I think is gonna happen?
What do you think would happen?
I'm gonna see first.
Be gone! How can you be here?
Hey, I can travel to different times too, you know. Did you think you were the only one with that power?
You dare.
Okay, never mind.
What?
I thought it was gonna be like Sora takes over Lingering Will for a second, and you like praise him or something.
Oh, that would have been cool, but it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, I knew that was gonna happen because you fight him later, but
That is a brutal death. Or it's not that
Seeing
Terra
that you
died.
have also
It's just
taken
that
the
his Roomba
forbidden
died,
path.
basically, but
You too must be ready to make the ultimate sacrifice.
the implication there that Xehanort would have
oh
eventually...
shit. Now we actually fight him.
Yeah.
Whoa, okay.
I don't... If you decide to turn off the pro codes that made you turn on, I don't care.
Oh, for this fight.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see if I can do it. It's just Terranort.
I'm not telling you to die immediately. It's just... This isn't like exactly like the fight that you did before. This is new.
I guess they probably would have made him a little harder.
Because this is a solo fight. It's not the Vanitas fight. It's up to you.
We'll try it a couple times. If I decide it's too hard.
You could at least turn off like zero defense, you know.
Yeah.
You seek
But then
to
again,
defy fate?
he does so many combos, it probably doesn't matter, you know.
Over here.
Nice.
Okay, so you don't have to respect his full combo.
Well, you can. You just have to wrist dodge the last hit. Because the reason why you got hit at the end wasn't because he did unblockable. It was because he broke your guard. If you get attacked after your guard is broken, then you're you get hit. But if you can wrist dodge when your guard is broken.
Over here.
Back off.
Enjoy.
Heal.
Enough. Enough. Enough.
His back turn combo. Aw. Not gonna wait for him? Nice. I'm actually glad that you did that.
Over here. See ya.
Over here. Enough.
Try this.
Over here. Enough. Over here. Over here.
Back at you.
Enough.
Could have comboed, I guess, but last time that happened it didn't work.
Enough.
The fact that you can't combo after that with Ultimate Form is like one of those things that is definitely in the game to make you actually use Keyblade switching.
Over here. Enough. Over here.
Hello?
That was anime as fuck.
What did you do?
Over here. Enough.
I love this game.
It's so good.
Enough. Over here.
Oh, that's new.
So the thing about that attack that he just did is that, I'm pretty sure, what's it called? I'm pretty sure it's, what's it called? If you try to block it, you get hit. But it's not because it's unblockable. It's because it hits behind you. Because I'm pretty sure I was able to block it at one point.
That makes sense. Yeah, I know you're over here.
The battle of the overhears. You're doing pretty good.
Oh, man. Ah. Okay, he's dead. Killed him the way I killed him in the face game.
Birth by sleep. Birth by sleep.
And
in Birth by sleep.
It's always that attack.
His shot lock.
I mean, obviously I don't kill him here, because that would change the timeline. But yeah, I'm glad I fought him on his own. He's not that hard, really. He doesn't have that many attacks.
It's just that that's a completely different moveset from. Besides the shot lock.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's completely different, but he does have some differences. He has
there are moves with the same animations that have different properties.
I think
like,
I think the main new move he has is the one where Guardian does the overhead and with the crystals. I don't remember him having that. I think that's new. But his dash is old, his shot lock is old, his combo is old.
His combo has different properties.
It has different properties, but I think animation wise it's okay, I am here again.
Yeah,
is this an actual save point?
Yes, this is the first save point.
Nice. Wow. Okay, I made it. Nice.
And now you can stock up on stuff. Although the actual explanation for how you got here is a little bit weird.
I don't need to do the fucking postcard thing again.
I don't even think you can get postcards.
So let's just buy, let's buy like 13 potions. I've got 30.
Okay.
There was one thing you said you wanted to do.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take a break from ReMind for a bit. I really wanted to do this before we started ReMind and I forgot. Save it. We're not gonna exit. I'm just telling you to save it. Okay. Now, go to your gummy phone.
Oh, right. The secret reports.
Yes, let's read them. 13. Okay.
Recollections. Am I alive? I awoke in a cell, alone until the researchers came with their tests and their prodding to uncover my identity. I had no answer to offer them. 4 friends and a key. That is the sum total of my memory. I could not even recall my name. I was simply called X there. Oh shit, we Mega Man now? My only solace was the time I spent talking with the 2 boys who would visit from time to time. One day, a man came to take me from the prison. I could not see him for the darkness, save that he wore an eye patch. Oh, even now, years on, I feel no closer to understanding who or what I am. May my heart be my guiding key, unknown.
So this is, I'm pretty sure, the girl that Saix or Isa and Lee were trying to save that they mention in this game. And I think it's also the same girl. Like, yeah, she says the 2 boys that visit me from time to time. I think she's talking about Isa and Lee.
Yeah.
And I think it's the same person that Ansem was looking for. and I can't be certain about this, but I think this is also the nameless star that has the whole cutscene in Final World, because she says, "I don't have a name. My name was taken from me."
Yeah, so this is some new character then. We don't know who this is.
Yeah, we don't know who this is.
I thought
I'll
maybe
read
this
this
was
one.
like Lurk scene or something, but no, that couldn't be true.
I mean, that's an interesting theory, but that's probably not her. Okay,
the only reason I say that is because the man with the eye patch is obviously Zigbar. So
yeah, so that's the new information that Zigbar saved her, I guess, or killed her.
Yeah, we don't know.
Mark of Mastery Journal. Some days have passed since I set off on my journey to prepare for the Mark of Mastery examination. Ericus asked for leave to undertake the same pilgrimage, but apparently I am to be first to tour the worlds written of in the old fairy tales. Until a few short years ago, I'd known only my own world, a speck of land surrounded by sea. But how I dreamed of, yearned for the world beyond, and granted guidance from the future. I left that nest behind. As I treaded the path to my master's side, I came in contact with darkness in many forms. I knew even then, as by instinct, terrifying as its power was, it could be harnessed, mastered. Ericus is a blue blood, descended from the very first masters in the age of fairy tales. But I did not come this far to indulge in adulation. I will be his peer, his equal, and to do that, I must learn to wield the power born from both darkness and light in proper balance. Xehanort.
Yeah, Xehanort.
So, I've told you this before, where Kingdom Hearts 3 actually did get a little political. That's it, where Ericus is a blue blood.
Yeah, Ericus is nobility and Xehanort is not.
Just some kid from an island.
Yeah. Which is interesting. I think that is intentionally designed to parallel like Sora and Riku.
I wouldn't say so, because Sora and Riku are both from the same island, and neither of them are nobility.
Well, I mean, like, not that the whole situation is. It's just that the humble background of being from an island is kind of feels like it's kind of a theme in this game.
So
or in the series.
The humble background is something all the heroes share, except for Ericus. So, like, basically...
And Mickey. And Mickey, Donald, and Goofy, actually, because they are also...
No, remember, Mickey married into royalty.
That's true.
He was a steamboat worker. So basically, like, you know, he's like, I will equal this nobility person, but he ultimately gets defeated by people from the same island he was. It's sort of like, you know, I don't want to, like, you know, sound cringy to bring this up, but it's sort of like in JoJo, where Dio is the villain, and he came from a poor background.
Oh, yeah.
But then, you know, Speedwagon is there just to show, hey, that's just his problem. It has nothing to do with your background. All right, let's, you can read the next one.
Experiments of the Heart. Notes on Subject X, Excerpt 1. Subject was found in the central square shortly after dawn. Female, approximately 15 years old. After 7 days' observation, she spoke her first words, but could not provide a name. The subject exhibits signs of profound amnesia and displays concern about which world this is. Her words suggest that she departed her homeworld with others, though she cannot recall the names of her erstwhile companions. All efforts to exploit those memories have met with a rejection response. After his initial experiments on me, Ansem the Wise received his research into the heart, his hand stayed by some fear I cannot fathom. Yet this new subject is like me, devoid of memories. She is the perfect sample upon which to continue my master's work. She, too, could benefit from it. By traversing the heart, we have a direct path into memory. I myself have begun to reclaim my lost past thanks to these very experiments. Who is she? Whence has she come? These are questions no scientist could ignore. And the words she muttered, may your heart be your guiding key. Xehanort. Oh, interesting.
So this is basically Terranort writing this report.
Mm-hmm.
He mentions that her situation paralleled his. They woke up with amnesia in the square in Hall of Bastion. Great incarnate. But she came after.
Hmm. Do you want to read this one or should I?
Wait, no, I don't think she came after. I think Xehanort just heard about her after. Yeah, no, I think she was before. Okay, I'll do this one. I think this is still Terranort, so.
Yeah, I thought this was
Subject's memories have
Vexen,
not. No. Subject's memories have not returned, and our conversations remain less than lucid. What fragments can be gleaned evoke a bygone world, like one out of fairy tales? As improbable as it seems, the question may not be where she has come from, but when. If she truly has crossed through time, the prospect of probing her heart is all the more compelling. My pilot studies used a handful of subjects, but none possessed the fortitude to endure them. Man, he killed a bunch of people, huh?
Jeez.
Scroll down. Ultimately, all suffered a mental collapse. I knew it would be a heavy blow to lose a subject as unique as she. Upon discovering the tests I've been conducting, my master demanded that I cease my work immediately and destroy what research I have compiled. Worse still, he ordered the release of my remaining subjects. She is gone. Where is Subject X now? Has wise Master Ansem hidden her away? Whatever the case, I will not be deterred. I will take her place as the first subject in the grand experiment to come. Xehanort.
Interesting.
So they're really building up this Subject X thing.
Memoirs, Excerpt 1. That castle was a wonderland to us children. Within its walls, Ansem the Wise conducted his research, and the fruits it bore allowed everyone outside to live in peace and happiness. That alone was enough to stoke our interest, though not all of the rumors that escaped its walls were so benevolent. By night, the muffled sounds of human wails emerged. There was talk of dangerous human experimentation. Lee and I couldn't help but hatch a plot to steal inside and sate our curiosity. Oh, interesting. The two who stood guard at the gates were researchers themselves. You wouldn't think it to see them, massive and barrel-chested as they were. And slipping past that duo was only the first hurdle. This game clowns on them a lot. It proved one not easily cleared. We were found and tossed out on our ears, time and time again. On the day we finally secured our entry, we descended the long spiral stair at the heart of the castle to find a dark space below it, lined with cages. There wasn't light enough to see if they were inhabited, and we were in no position to call out to any occupants within. Yet we could feel it, a definite presence there in the black. Terror washed over us, and we immediately regretted coming. But just as we turned to flee, we heard the faintest of voices. The urge to run was nigh overpowering, but someone or something beckoned us on. There, framed by a tenuous sliver of light, we found her. Cyax.
I think it's interesting that it's signed Cyax and not Isa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it is a
Report
memoir,
6.
so perhaps this is,
You
all
wrote it
past.
in the organization, I guess.
Yeah, which is a little foreboding because it seems to suggest how Lee and Isa became nobodies. Like maybe they were like captured or something.
Memoirs excerpt 2. It was too dim to make out her features. We spoke to her in hushed whispers. Who was she? Why was she imprisoned here? She had no answers for us, had no memories at all. She was an enigma, but I knew I wanted to help her. I know Enigma too, don't you? We both know Enigma.
That's true.
And so we continued our infiltrations. Most of them stopped short at the castle gates. When we did manage our way inside, we spoke with her. That was all the comfort two children like us could offer. But Lee had other ideas. He was determined to free her. We slipped into the castle that day knowing only that we wanted with all our hearts to save her. But we did not find her inside on that day or the next, or any of the subsequent visits. Had she moved? Had we simply imagined her? Lee and I knew there was only one way to be certain. And so we stand before the castle gates today, not as trespassing children, but in order to become Ansem the Wise's newest apprentices.
Oh, okay. That explains that. I think it's interesting how in this game the secret reports are all from different people. Like in Kingdom Hearts 1, it was all Ansem.
Yeah, there was Ansem, Ansem secret reports, or like true Ensign reports. I forgot what they call it, GH2. Xehanort reports, but
Yeah.
this is just the secret reports, and they're
A whole bunch of people.
Yep. All right. 7 time.
On the replica program in reanimation. Oh, so I think this is Vexen.
This is Vexen.
Following my erasure and my recompletion as a human, I did not awaken right away. Perhaps the damage was exceptionally grave. Even after waking, I remained in bed, pondering my next course of action. That's just called depression, dude.
For the record, Nomura said that they keep injuries from that they suffered as a nobody when they come back to be human. 'Cause
How?
it's literally the body.
Fuck.
And he was burned to death. So
Yeah, ow. Fuck. Alright, never mind. Jesus. In my work on the replica program for the organization, I produced some 20 vessels. Most of the early results were failures, not one of them granted a number. The first success to emerge from that early lot was the Riku replica. Subsequently, Shion, number I, was essentially indistinguishable from a natural human, though she became unstable due to the influence of others. Using those two as my foundation, I worked to construct a number of nigh-perfect replicas, but just as they neared completion, my efforts were cut short. I suspect Xehanort aims to use both the initial lot as well as the unused replicas for my later work. I arose today and decided to walk out to the square, my first outing in some time. Yet my stroll was interrupted when a surprising visitor appeared with an unexpected offer. Though younger than me, he had risen to become Xemnas' right hand. I accepted his terms and became a nobody once more, easier to gain access to the old replica program that way. Whatever it takes to atone.
I think he was talking about either Zigbar or Syx.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next one. The real organization.
The real organization. Okay.
I'm pretty sure this is still Vexen, so yeah.
Okay.
I'll try my best Vex voice. Xehanort seeks to gather 12 vessels, which, together with his true, actual self, he considers the real Organization 13. Now that he has the numbers he needs, Demix and I are being treated as reserves.
That's
Several
still funny.
others who served Xemnas in the old organization have followed the same course as mine, electing to abandon their newly restored humanity and rejoin the real organization as nobodies. But not Xemnas. Xemnas cannot exist in the present because there is already a Xehanort here, the old man in charge. The old man's humanity prevents his heartless and nobody, others vanquished in the past, and his younger self from being denizens of this time. To circumvent this, Xehanort is using the prototype replicas I created in the past as containers, plucking his other selves' hearts from the time they existed. Xehanort ordered me to refine the prototypes to make them closer still to the real thing, perfecting my creation so that they may house true, flesh and blood humans. Suits my own purpose as well. Man, that is kind of creepy.
Yeah.
All that remains for my atonement is to devise a way to pass on as many of the vessels as I can to those who truly deserve them. Vexen. He's basically making homunculi. That's what replicas are.
Yeah, this is not really new. We kind of already knew all
it's
of
not
this.
really. Yeah.
Ansem Code Conspectus, Excerpt 1. Okay, I'm
Pretty sure this is Ansem the Wise, so.
Yeah. I have pored over the data my master entrusted to Riku. Here, I offer my preliminary conclusions.
No, wait. This is Ienzo. This is Ienzo.
Okay, I thought it was probably, I was looking and it was like probably Ienzo, actually. I have pored over the data my master entrusted to Riku. Here, I offer my preliminary conclusions. Within Sora's heart are 3 compartmentalized boxes, each containing the heart of another. One box holds Roxas, another holds a second heart that has been with Sora nearly as long. The third has held its heart for much longer. These hearts have melded with Sora's and no longer have voices of their own. Any attempt to mechanically extract them could prove as dire for Sora as what caused him to become a heartless in the first place. First, a vessel for each heart must be readied. Then, a spark of some sort is required to induce its waking. Obviously, the ideal solution is to restore each heart to its own body, but whatever the case for the two unknown individuals, Roxas possesses no such thing. The same is true for Namine, who we believe resides in Kairi's heart. Still, if alternate bodies can be secured for them, all their hearts require to be awakened is that spark. People they cared for and who cared for them, who can show them the way home. Complete and perfect digitalization of the heart is impossible. We can only hope to partially reconstruct it. Thus, I see no way forward but to extract the hearts we so desperately need directly from within Sora. Fortunately, the data stored in Twilight Town contains a near-perfect record of the memories of those who lived there. And for Roxas and Namine especially, this is crucial. Yenzo.
Nice. Yeah, we there's not really anything new here.
Yeah, that's not new either.
Just-
a whole cutscene explaining that.
Yeah, it's just really explaining the spark thing. You just need to pay attention to that.
Yeah.
As for how to contain these hearts, the only conceivable option is the replicas. If we transfer in the digital memories from the Twilight Town archive, the replicas should be able to reconstruct each individual's human's appearance with near-perfect results. Then, their hearts need only the right spark to wake them, so that they may find their way to Sora and Kairi and into those newly made bodies. The replica program was truly revolutionary, but it was incomplete at the time of the old organization's dissolution. Without Evan, how are we to further the research? We need at least 3 replicas, one for Roxas, one for Namine, and one for the unknown stowaway within Sora's heart. These are difficult quandaries, but as I work through my master's data, I find myself remembering the taste of ice cream. When I was a boy, he would bring me some when we took walks together. There will be time to regret my betrayal.
Oh my god, what kind of line is that?
There will be time to regret my betrayal later. For now, my focus must be on restoring Roxas and Namine and proving my master had good intentions. Ienzo.
That's some whole hustle culture right there.
Alright.
Okay,
I
observation.
think this is Lushu.
I'm not sure if I remember how Lushu talks, so I think I'm just going to say it in Zigbar's
He just sounded
voice.
young.
I'm going to say it in
if you want to say
Zigbar's
Zigbar's
voice because it's
it's
funnier. I have seen it through. The Keyblade War unfolded exactly as written on the lost page. Now, the Keyblade the Master entrusted to me must be bequeathed to another. 5 Union leaders have been chosen from the surviving dandelions. I will pass the Keyblade to one of them and then continue watching the future unfold. Yet it seems that someone has pulled the old switcheroo. One of the 5 is an imposter. So when the Union leaders are sus, someone the Master did not choose. They represent a virus in the program he so carefully wrote. The virus has begun a strange undertaking, a reckless plot to allow the 5 to escape into another world line. Surely such a thing can't be possible. We're talking about the same trick that allowed the dandelions to transfer to other world lines after the Keyblade War. But these children are no masters. They haven't the means. Unless, of course, a certain lady of magic summoned here from the future knows more than I do. The whole Union Leader thing was supposed to be by the books. Are these new events just another phase in the Master's grand plan? Unknown. So that's probably Lushu, I guess, but...
Yeah, Lushu's writing this. The imposter he's talking about is Ventus. If following the Union Cross story, you find out Ventus, who is one of the 5 new leaders of the Dandelions, was not chosen to be a leader. The actual chosen leader was Strelitzia, Marluxia's sister, or rather Laurium's sister. And she dies. She gets murdered.
Oof.
And Ventus takes her place. Actual murder, for the record, not her heart was gone or anything.
Jeez.
Okay, let's go to 12.
Do you want to try an actual Lushu voice?
No, I'm gonna do a Zigbar voice.
Okay.
Even on a world line with no Keyblade War, peace is but a dream. In the absence of us and our master, A darkness arrived, one that shall surely lead the world to yet another demise. Among the chaos, I bequeath my Keyblade to one of the Union leaders, just as the Master instructed. I watched as the 5 were sent to another world line, at no small cost, ensuring the line of Keyblade wielders will live on. And now, Keybladeless, I must depart this land to fulfill my final task. This means casting my own body aside and sojourning my heart in vessel after vessel, as many as it takes. So this is Lushu's.
So this is
starting his
explaining
body hopping.
This is kind of explaining how he became Zigbar, I guess.
Yeah. But I will continue gazing upon each passing era, one unto the next. In time, be it years or decades, centuries or millennia, I will meet the 5 once more. Somewhere in this cyclical history of bequeathings, a chosen one will appear and reenact the Keyblade War. When this scapegoat arrives and takes my Keyblade in hand, that will be the time to take the stage and finish my role. The lost masters will awaken, unknown. So, Scapegoat takes his Keyblade. That's Xehanort.
Yeah.
Xehanort is a victim of Master and Master's plan.
That's really interesting.
Scapegoat is a very interesting word because if you remember, the Xehanort's final armor in this game had a goat head.
Yeah.
Also, so that's what the goat represents, that he's a scapegoat. What it also represents is that sometimes the goat represents lust, and lust is the sin that Lushu represents. So, yeah.
Very interesting.
Okay, final report, Secret Report 13.
Observations, Excerpt 3. I guess this is still Lushu, so I'll still do the Zigbar voice. It seems this body, this name will be my last. So what do you think? No backdrop! God, the fucking... Data Zigbar still lives rent-free in my head. The lives I have lived over, the lives I've lived over the ages could fill volumes. But for now, I must focus on what matters most. The Keyblade has been successfully passed down, generation to generation, and it seems a Keyblade master devoted to the darkness may finally arise. Until now, I have watched over the course of events from a distance. Perhaps the time has come to intervene. I need only play the role of a fool desirous of the Keyblade's power. I will don the mask of his ally in order to keep watch over my Keyblade from close by. The Gazing Eye, a Keyblade forged from the eye of the Master of Masters. He passed it to me, as I have to others, and through it he can see the future. All that will ever come to pass. Spanning the ages and body after body, life after life, my task has been to keep vigil over the eye as it passes from hand to hand. It has been a long time, longer than I can express. But now at last, the Keyblade War has begun, and Kingdom Hearts will open. A true and complete Kingdom Hearts, born of the clash between darkness and light. I will soon be reunited with my own old companions, and in that moment my long vigil will reach its end. He will return. Unknown. So that explains that cutscene at the end where we find Lushu and reveal that he's Zigbar. So yeah, Zigbar is kind of a Starscream the whole time, a little bit.
Yeah. Now you know why whenever someone makes a tweet that's like, what's your favorite Disney villain? I always say Zigbar. I'm not saying that because he's funny.
Yeah.
But that certainly helps. He is definitely very funny.
Yeah. Zigbar is just a really good character. I'm kind of glad he doesn't, die in this game.
Yeah, he fakes his death by doing the Disney villain death.
Yeah.
It's such a...
Whatever the next Kingdom Hearts, or major Kingdom Hearts game is, he'll probably play a very important role.
Unless he dies in, the first 5 minutes.
That would be funny.
That would be funny. Okay, let's see. Let's get out of here. We can get back to the gameplay.
Nice.
But now you know. It's very interesting, especially that stuff about Subject X. Now,
yeah, very interesting. Who is that, I wonder?
You've been asking about data battles.
Oh boy.
Well, let's go on ahead.
Oh boy. Oh, okay, well.
I'm not saying literal data battles, but refighting the old bosses, but they're slightly different. Let's go in order of least different and go for Mickey.
Okay, so this is interesting. All right. I wonder then if this means I'll be redoing every fight.
Yeah.
Like including the triple X.
Well, you'll see how it goes.
Your Majesty!
It's not gonna. Things are not gonna go exactly as you think, or exactly as you remember.
Semnis leaves.
No, he's here.
Oh, is he here in this fight now?
No, he was always here.
Well,
remember?
I mean, he was here, and then but he leaves later, I think.
Yeah, you had to do enough damage again, I believe. That's not different. But these guys might be a little bit harder than you remember. Notice how little damage that did?
Yeah.
And you're on 0 defense. That is blockable for the record. Not even like omnidirectional block. Okay. You did enough damage.
Right, and then Luxord gets like a power boost.
Luxord.
Luxord. I keep saying Luxord.
Because we both kept saying Luxord. Throughout 2.
Yeah. Then Xemnas leaves, yeah. And then there was a whole mini game where you had to kill Luxord first.
Well, you won't kill him too fast this time.
Exactly what I needed.
God, I love Robin Atkin Downs' voice.
Such a good voice.
Sora, look out!
He voices a lot of cool characters.
Yep.
Right, yeah, then Mickey gets trapped in the card. And you have to kill Luxord to get Mickey back. And then you fight Marluxia and
Sora, one final game. The rules are simple. All you have to do to win is find me among these cards and strike me down.
Don't worry. I'll get you out.
Am I gonna need to heal immediately? Yeah.
What's the matter?
Oh shit.
Choose wisely. Too bad.
Oh no.
Here we go.
I love this Keyblade so much.
It's more fun when you beat the odds. Live dangerously, Sora. Watch closely.
I was totally
Shuffle.
I'm just gonna do this. Damage other people in the meantime.
You caught him with that.
The game can
So I don't know if this is like a ReMind difference, but I swear I remember in the main game I was able to damage Marluxia and Larxene, but in ReMind I wasn't.
Interesting.
Like literally they would just disappear if you try attacking them.
this cutscene again.
You were born for these sorts of games.
What's this?
A wild card. You've earned it. Hang on to it. Could turn the tables.
I swear to God,
Play again someday.
if
When we're
that's
just guys.
what saves Sora.
That would be
I should
crazy.
like that very much, Sora.
Luxord ends up being kind of cool. He's kind of a chill dude. I want a mini game now where it's like Sora and whoever Luxord's somebody was, like just playing card games.
Thanks.
Command board,
It's
but
changed.
it's Sora versus Luxord.
It's just Chain of Memories.
What's the matter?
Stop playing.
Yeah.
Right, and then they do their limits. Oh shit!
What's the matter? What's the matter?
I don't remember what the strat was. Marusha first.
I don't. I think it's up to you, really. Nice.
That was so sick. Yeah, get him.
Oh,
happy birthday.
Too early.
So sick.
What's the matter? Try and keep up.
I'll take this.
A good thing they don't go that high.
What's the matter?
Congratulations, you have figured this attack out. Mostly. Oh, you dodged that too. Nice.
What's the matter?
How am I alive? Oh, I forgot he could do
You
that.
should have healed.
Oh man, that was so sick though.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I can beat him. This is not. I mean, you did say it was not very different. I think it's just they
I'll scatter you to
do
the
more
wind.
damage and take less damage probably or something.
See ya.
The first two fights are actually the only one that you get to choose the order of in ReMind.
Oh,
So-
interesting.
Yeah.
What's the
So
matter?
you fight Zigbar and
Finish him.
Rigor with the next, and then the rest is railroaded.
What's the matter? See ya.
Oh man.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh,
sure.
there it is.
Stops in 5 minutes.
Back off!
Oh, I didn't really want to do that. But... Oh,
You trying to do the finish?
Take this! Go! What? There! It's over!
yo, Mickey!
Oh, nice! That was some no movement thing you did right there.
Try and keep up.
I'll take this.
God, this fight is awesome.
See ya.
More loose shit.
Got you now.
Any last words?
See ya.
It's all over. Poor Mickey.
Over here!
Nice. Okay. Remember that you're low on health.
Settle down! Heal!
Whoosh.
Take this! Got him! Yeah! Take this!
You gotta pause it during the cutscene.
See ya.
Stop playing!
Yeah, yeah.
You can probably finish here and
What's the
do
matter?
the finish here and beat them.
Can
I
they
think
take
you're too high
damage?
though. I think you're just too high.
Oh, well, whatever.
It's time to finish it!
Oh, fuck.
Heal! Ready? Back off!
Okay.
Okay. Pause it.
All right.
All right. We'll
See you
continue
guys.
this next time.
I forgot how the shot lock worked, so I fucked up. All right, whatever. See you guys next time.